Hello and welcome. Today I want to do a review on Doberman Cop, starring the great, the amazing Sonny Chiba, directed by Kinji Fukasaku. Now this is from 1977. This is a Japanese film, and reading the back here, it sort of came after the waning fade or the waning fad of like Yakuza films, and it has like a lot of American influence. There's sort of like a Dirty Harry appeal to it to Sonny Chiba's character. He plays Kano. Now he's like an islander. He comes from one of the smaller islands in Japan, and he's a detective. And he's called over to one of the main cities. I'm not actually sure where the film's set itself. Uh, Arrives in Tokyo, to the nightlife district. So he's brought in to investigate the murder. That they find the charred remains of a young woman who may have been the same girl that was investigated years previous for going missing on Kano's Island. And this is an all-out action affair, like I said, with American influences. So it has a lot of comedy, a lot of like American humor, actually English words being said at small durations, but Japanese humor that I appreciate in this. In fact, um, and so when we're introduced to Kano at the very start, during the opening credits, he has this pig in tow with him, and he carries it around with a bag, and it's reminiscent to my love of of Django, where it has the motif of dragging around the coffin. It's completely different in this case because it's humorous and it's lovable and it's just like bizarre. But yeah, he's got a pig in tow with him who that creates hilarity at the start because he offers it to his fellow uh, the police department when he's introduced to them. Some Japanese humor there, and then we follow that amazing like the intro up to really great comedic scene where he's introduced to like a Coca Cola vendor on the street, and that is like one of my favorite scenes. Apart from all the action, that's just so funny. I can watch that again and again and again. Um, Sonny Chiba is an amazing actor, both in doing his own stunts and acting wise. And like I said, he's channeling what it says here. He's channeling like a Dirty Harry. He's sort of like a no holds barred approach to sort of he because he has a vendetta of his own. He believes he has a connection to the girl that's gone missing, and there's like a female actor in this film. Oh, amazing art by the way. I think that's the new artwork for Arrow, and then inside is the original artwork, which is equally great. So let me just draw for the notes. Yes, yeah, so we also have a female character in here who is the who Kano believes is the girl that from who went missing from his island, who he was going to get married to eventually, but which never happened. So there's sort of like an affection for her, an infinity for him to get closer and closer to him, and that makes him pursue the villain of the film mercilessly, because throughout the film that he's driven by love, isn't he? So but that may all change by the end. So yes, like I said, this is the 70s, and it's not just an action film. It's quite mature. There's depictions of you know uses of narcotics, and there's a creepy scene where like there's this sort of murderer for hire. He's wearing like a surgical mask and he's going around offing people. I think driven by instructions by the big villain of the film. And he's just like a creepy dude that like, he burns people's bodies with oil. He runs off and he gets chased by Kano at one point. Yeah, that stands out as a creepy moment for me. Um, Yeah, so it's slightly mature at times, especially the way the female's treated at times. But it's all just to emotionally grab us in to for Kano to save the day, and to introduce these, or to set up these daring stunts that he's about to commit to. In the film, he's referred to as Tarzan because there's this remarkable moment, and like I said, he does his own stunts. So he scales the outside of a building to crash in through the window and rescue her at one point in the film, and it's filmed on like the TV. So like he's sort of made famous in the city. Everyone sort of loves him. The women want him, and yeah, so we just constantly get moments like that of just great daring action scenes, moments where Sonny Chiba is just acting his arse off, being really cool. All the side characters really, uh, you know, the script is great because all the side characters sort of enhance everything that's going on around Sonny Chiba's character, just to sort of like glorify him or infatuate over him or be a little bit like disdainful of him because he's so cool and he's taking all their women. Um, the police chief sort of like a bit having enough of his sort of like outgoing status beyond what a policeman should be potentially. So we have all of that. What else do we have here? Yeah, so like I've really enjoyed the script. The story is cool because you've got this like mystery through a large parts of the film of, is she the girl from the island? Why is she holding back from Sonny Chiba when he opens his heart to her? Um, and that's played, that sort of has me on a hook throughout the film actually until the very end when it's played really well to sort of like close the book on this film, where Sonny Chiba makes a decision where he wants to go from here after the dust is settled, and it's just lovely. It just elevates the film for me beyond an action film, you know. So whereas I really love Hard Boiled, um, Doberman Cop has my heart. I think it's 77, so it's the 70s, and every time I watch a film from the 70s, I still can't admit it yet, but like every time I watch a film from the 70s, it's like a light that's like drawing closer to me. Like I'm in a tunnel and the light is getting brighter and brighter. But more so than that, it's like a punch from Mike Tyson, that is trying to tell me that that's my favorite decade of film. So I can't quite admit it because I didn't grow up in that era, and I have great love for films more to the more to my when I was born. But like the 70s is just, I can't escape my adoration for everything I watched from the 70s. It's daring, it's exciting, it's scary. It's They were doing things that just like were beyond what came before that, and then we haven't really seen much of that yet because there was shock factor in there, but not just for shock factor. It was just because it was raw, and that's what was written on the script, and that's what they could get away with. It's just the 70s. I can't get over how much I love the 70s. But yeah, that's Doberman Cop. I really recommend Doberman Cop. If you're into action and you want a bit more heart with your action, Doberman Cop is the one to go for. It's Sunny Chiba at the end of the day. Thank you very much.